I am currently uh, making this video lesson to talk about my two trades today. I still have to calculate um, uh, how many trades I did because now I'm doing what Adam said from the Rolling Wolf Boot Camp in Miami. He said, focus on your first, your next 1,000 trades. He said, just focus on your next 1,000 trades. And that's what I need to focus on. So I feel like I should get a spreadsheet and kind of like determine, okay, on these 1,000 trades, how did I perform, and just get a spreadsheet on that, and how much did I make over time. So and then actually add the lower day and the higher day, market open, and then the lower day at the first 15 minutes and 45 minutes, just to see did I comparing my entries to my exit, how close was I to my how close was my entry to the lower day? Did I stick to my plan? And did I get close to lower day? Did I stick to my plan? Where did I exit? Did I exit close to market open, higher day, pre-market? Like, and pretty much get a better understanding of my entries and exits. So that's something I want to calculate as well. So, but to go into this trade, just and ZYNE was like the biggest percent gainer of the day, but it was it was simply a buyout, like a merge. The flow, I don't remember what it was, but let's just take a quick look at it so I can have it for future reference. But all in all, this trade wasn't good at all. I'm going to try to talk as fast as I can to make this video fast. But all in all, this trade wasn't good at all. I should have never been trading it, but it was bad overall. So I'm ranging from 45K to about 52K worth of shares. It's at $1. It was just a buyout, so you would think, it was going to spike, but it didn't, because it was about. I'm not even going to show the history. Well, I'll show the yearly chart, but I'm not even trying to show the yearly chart but I'm going to show it just to see. But yes, it spiked up, but overall it was just a buyout, so it went nowhere. It just stayed at one price practically all day. It actually went down for my entry. I got in at $1.41, got out at $1.31. While I was watching the stock, whatchamacallit, on Monday morning pre-market prep with what's his name, Tim Bowen and Roland Wolf. They even both said it just was going nowhere. Stay away from it. Don't trade it. And I was already in before then. And when Tim Bowen said it, I stayed in. When Roland Wolf said it, I stayed in because I'm like, I know I fucked up, and I just said, okay, I'll cut. But I was just being undisciplined and wouldn't want to cut because I'm like, okay, it's moving like a low flow. So I'm thinking it can spike, but that was the wrong mindset overall. So eventually I just cut right here and call it a day. I'm like, I don't want this distracting me. And I lost $237. Not a big deal. I think I went in pretty small, or maybe all full size. I think most likely full size with 2,400 shares at $1.31. 2,482 times 1.41. So I went in not full size, which is even better. At least I was more disciplined not to go full size, and I took a small loss. So that's it for that one. This is a trade I played. I trade this a bit better, but I kind of made a few mistakes. I wrote some notes down as well so I can talk about it. Um, yeah, here are my notes. Um, so I accidentally hit the market order on this. So to go into this trade, um, I got in right here, and I think right here, I think I did two entries. Um, so I went in with like yes. So I went in with 2,500 shares each time. I mean $2,500 each time, right here, because I wasn't sure if this was the bottom. I knew I was getting into it a bit early. Um, it was bottoming out. Wolf says like the whole 945 thing. Yeah, that's around the time that it bounces, but man, just focus on lower day and you can't go wrong. He said that in one of his videos. I mean, his pre-market prep today. Um, so I saw it was bottoming out. I got in. Then when I seen that it had this perk right here and it kind of almost broke the lower day, but rebounded, I got back in right here. I got in the rest of my shares here because I wasn't sure this was the bottom. Plus, it was too early for me to be getting in. Then I got in and it spiked, and I accidentally hit the market order because I was sitting right here. I had my sell order full size, selling everything, and I had my finger on the keypad of the laptop, and I was like tempted to hit it because I was like, it doesn't look like it's spiking, and there was an ant crawling on me, and I felt something crawling on me. I didn't know what the hell it was, and I moved my hand to like swipe it off, and I accidentally hit the submit button, and it got me out too early before I wanted to get out. Luckily, I got out because it ended up panicking right here, but it still held above the lower day. So maybe this big red candlestick would have made me get out, but you know, or maybe I would have been disciplined. But I got out. It was kind of like a scratch. I made 100 and something bucks. Didn't mean to. I meant to hold longer. Then if I were to have hold on to this trade while you see this big red candlestick with my finger on the trigger, if I didn't pull the trigger, you know, it would have spiked here. I would have let it spike because market open is right here. Here's the open at 152. High day is 158 at that time. So I probably would have sold above high day. Since pre-market's nearby, I probably would have waited to pre-market because that's what I was thinking during the trade. Pre-market high was 164. So I would have sold here. I would have waited till the spike. Then when it got halted, I would have entered my market order, and it probably would have opened up here. It probably would have opened here. I don't know where it opened. Well, it'll say it too. It opened at 160, which is here. So I would have got executed here, if not up here, or down here maybe. I don't know which way it went first. But I would have gotten out for a bigger gain, but it is what it is. Then when it unhalted, when it halted again, then it halted down, halted again, and halted down again. I seen it basing out right here. It wasn't really picking a direction, but it was holding. So I got back in, and I went. I think I went full size again. Oh, so I don't remember. But I think I went full size again. I don't remember. I don't know how this shit is organized. I don't know how it's all sorted. But I went in full size again here, and it spiked, perked up, pushed. I didn't like the way it was moving. It had a lot of wicks here. I just couldn't trust it. As you can see, wicks right here, even wicks after I got out. But I didn't like it. I couldn't trust it. Too many damn wicks. You see the wicks here, and I remember when I decided to get out. I was right at that moment to get out because it pulled back, but it still held above lower day. And at that point, I got out and I started studying, and I had a feeling like it was gonna bounce again. So I'm like, I'm just gonna keep watching it, and it was above VWAP the whole time as well. Um, so I hate when this does it. What is that? So it was above VWAP the whole time. But when it pulled back, at first it wasn't breaking the lower day. Then I looked away for a while, came back to it. It was like right here, and it was holding above VWAP. It broke it just a little bit, but holding above VWAP, um, holding above VWAP. And at that point, I decided, okay, hey, I should get in. It's at 11 o'clock, but I looked at it and I'm like, the odds of a 11 a.m. bounce compared to a 9:45 dip and rip, or even a 10, as you go on closer to uh, as you go on towards the middle of the day, the odds of it bouncing decreases. The odds of it bouncing here are high compared to here. The odds of here are higher than here. So I was like, okay, it could bounce, it could not. I'm not sure. But honestly, I just didn't want to take the risk on losing my little $400. And listening to Mark Douglas, he was like, stop thinking about the win or lose. When you're trading, don't think about, okay, are you going to make money or lose money? Because you have no control over that. Just think about the probability. And I wrote here in my notes, because I had to correct the way I was thinking, the odds were high when I judged probability on 11 a.m. and it did bounce, which I was right. It did bounce. I'm gonna erase this because I don't need it anymore. But the odds of it were high that I was gonna bounce, but I wasn't sure if it was actually gonna bounce or not. And you're never sure. But it wasn't worth me risking my money, and that was my honest opinion. And I think he said today, where it's like, you can't be thinking about your money. Just play the odds. Don't think about whether you're gonna win or lose. Just play the odds. And I was thinking about my money here, and it was a measly $400, but I didn't want to risk it. And it ended up bouncing, going even higher than what I expected. Halting, going higher, been pulling back, and then ended up going even higher. I'm sure after that, and I missed that opportunity, I was trying to watch it for a ABCD pattern around the 2 o'clock time frame, and it kind of gave it like right here, of course, but 2 o'clock was right here. But it wasn't much. But when it pulled back right here, that is a sign to get in, because it's still holding above VWAP, and it's still holding from 2:45 to 3:15. So that's a 30-minute, and it was just holding. I was gonna play this, but I was sitting down with a friend, and he was my friend Jonathan from Palm Beach State. Met him through Willie from Palm Beach State, but he sat down with me and he laid it on me, and he was being honest with me. He was like, Sonny, all your mentors told you to watch to focus only on the stock market. God told you to only focus on the stock market. Why are you trying to take one class to study the stock market, to get through school and study the stock market? That's a distraction. And he laid it on me. He was like, I understand your plan and your motive, but let it go. Focus solely on this. And I had to come to that conclusion and focus on solely this, because this is it. And he was just like, let it go and get more focus. He said, honestly, Sonny, your discipline is weak. Me, like, pretty much trying to explain like what he's saying, like summarizing everything he was saying. He's like, Sonny, your discipline is weak, bro. Your discipline is weak. Fucking focus on your plan, and focus on studying, like immerse yourself even more. And we sat down for like 2 hours talking. And I made the decision, you know what, I'm going to continue, I'm going to immerse myself even further. And he was like, I want you to like live as if you are a trader, like make it into a business and immerse yourself to the point you manifest yourself and you're living in it. And he's like, put pictures on the wall, get an office in your room, make your house an office or make your room an office where when you get into your room, it's straight trading, straight business. And dress in a suit and tie while you're trading, but immerse yourself. And I respect that. And that's what I'm going to be doing. Not the whole office thing, because my situation is not president to that. I think that's the word. But dressing better. When I go to the boot camps, dress better. When I'm here at the Palm Beach State studying, dress better, focus, and just immersing myself. And he also advised me to find your Kobe Bryant, find your Michael Jordan to your Kobe Bryant. So Kobe Bryant had Michael Jordan as a mentor, personally communicating with him every day. I need to do that. And then he also said, find someone local so that I can connect with them and learn from them. And, you know, I had to realize that that's what I got to do. That's what I got to do and immerse myself. So, yes, I'm going to do that. But that's my two trades for the day. I'm going to look for someone local, and Adam is going to be my Michael Jordan to my Kobe Bryant. So, yeah.